Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rochelle and I am doing a reading for Scorpio today. Scorpio in all placements. And it's timeless, as always. I'm going to put some prosperity dust on the table. I've already got kitty sounds in the background, being blessed by the feline energy. So I'm going to start with a couple of angel cards. Synthesis. There's an angel standing in front of a rainbow, and it's, what is it? What does an angel wear? It's not a dress exactly. Its frock is also rainbow colored, and the angel has its arms out, palms up or out. Integrity. Yes. All right. You know what? No, I can't. Never mind. I was about to grab my phone to look something up, and my phone's in use right now. I was going to look up synthesis. Curious what the official definition is of it. But ultimately, you know, synthesizing, you're combining, you're bringing things together. That's my working knowledge of the word, at least. I don't know if that's totally accurate, but you're doing something where you are I don't want to say blending with the environment exactly, but you're matching what you are experiencing in all its different colors. And this is a very positive. It's a very positive matching. And integrity could be very important to you. Maybe that's a part of what you are doing. You are being in your integrity as you synthesize an experience, as you match what's around you. Let me go to the wisdom of the oracle and see what's going on. It all makes sense eventually. Imagine in reverse, 20. Round and round in reverse, 25. Unfinished symphony in reverse, number 10. What's going on, Scorpio? Okay, so first things first. Everyone's on a different timeline. Probably heard me say this before if you've been here at all. So this could be happening now. This could be in the past. Could be upcoming. You know your story best, so apply it as it fits. But I'm seeing this essentially using your imagination, using that powerful mind of yours against yourself. Possibly not even realizing it. Thinking about worst case scenarios. How things aren't going to work out. What you don't want. And it's what's happening is it's keeping you stuck in a cycle, stuck on what I call the merry-go-round from hell. And there's a need. Now, you could already be working on this. You could be turning this around. If you're not already, you will. I already know this about you. This unfinished symphony, it's time to tie up some loose ends. You have been ignoring, procrastinating, avoiding. Somehow there's something that you need to come to terms with. I think this is what the synthesis is all about, actually, is you have experiences from your life, from your past, that were not all great. I think most humans can say that. And you are needing to spend some time coming to terms. And getting a handle on your mind. Your mind is you've kind of let it loose and it's going wild. And you want to rein that in. You want to start focusing your attention on, okay, so you're pretty clear about what it is you don't want, right? So now in this, it could be helpful to write this down, make a list, and write the opposite. What do you want? And seeing that physically in front of you can be very helpful. Writing it down can be very helpful, but you want to start focusing on what it is that you do want, imagining that you have all that you want already. Because that is what is going to break this cycle. That is what is going to help you to close something out so that you don't have to keep repeating the same crazy madness. So let me go with the Heart's Hidden Secrets. My deck that I still haven't fixed. When I shuffled it wonky the other day, and the cards are all flipped over, not going in the same direction. So, all right. We've got distracted, sidetracked, change, and delays. Distracted. Something's distracting you. Emotional storm, turmoil, unstable, and affected. Cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced, distorted. Well, here it is. There's something going on. There's something going on in your world. I can really relate to this. The last couple of days have been very, very difficult. My boss, who I love, got laid off suddenly out of nowhere. And so, there's all of these emotions around it. Gonna miss having him around. He'll come back eventually. He can freelance or something, but his daily presence is gone. And it's really tough. And then on top of that, there are so many things he could do. He had an amazing skill set, and that's just gone. And we don't know what he did. We don't have that knowledge, those skills. So we're all kind of scrambling, and now we're down one person on top of that. So it's very disruptive. It's been very emotional. I'm even going to call myself out here. And a few readings back, I said, I don't put things in my body that don't belong there. and that made it sound like I never ever do anything. I'm always good. Well, no, I have been drinking to buffer, to, we all went out, what was it, day before yesterday, a bunch of us went out and got beers and drinks and, you know, to kind of like commiserate and hang out with our guy who's gone. Anyway, so, you know, there's been a lot of drinking doesn't help. Drinking doesn't help with the out of control emotions, but you know, sometimes we do things. We do what we can do, right? So I can really relate to this because it's like there's this huge change is causing distraction, and you're distracted or you're getting sidetracked because of this emotional storm and what you are dealing with, feeling affected. There's turmoil, and maybe like me, you're leaning into some kind of something to help ease the pain, the discomfort, but it doesn't help in the long run. It's a temporary fix, right? And and also too, this cloudy judgment is connected to this emotional storm. When our emotions are all stirred up, it can be very difficult to see things clearly. And so here you are on this merry-go-round from hell, just emotions, thoughts, everything's just kind of a big jumbled mess. And you have things you need to do, but you can't do them because there are delays, or you're distracted from what you need to do. It's hard to focus. So, okay. So, what's coming in? This one. Yeah, Oracle Tarot. What's coming in that you don't see? What's right there, just beyond your view? But it's coming in. What's coming in? We've got the Nine of Swords in reverse, stress and anxiety. Okay, good. The stress is going to be mellowing. You're going to find your equilibrium, find your balance. Five of Swords, challenges and problems. The challenges and problems are not over, but how you handle them is changing. And Four of Pentacles in reverse, steady process. There could be some kind, this speaks to this distracted, this sidetrack, delays. Something that you are working on is paused, or there's some kind of difficulty. The steady process is wonky. There's chaos. There's there could be some kind of financial loss. There's problems coming. But I mean, it happens sometimes, right? But you're figuring out how to hold the space amidst the craziness, amidst the difficulty. So get some cards here from the Osho Zen Tarot. Just gonna pick them. Integration. This integration feels like this synthesis. First of all, we have all these rainbow colors, right? You're in the process of integrating this experience. We've got the yin yang symbol, yin yang. You know, it's the light and the shadow. It's the the masculine and feminine. It's everything together. And we have the snake eating its tail, coming back around. But with this integration, this is helping you to manage your thoughts. This is what's helping you to release the stress and anxiety. This integration. Because you are allowing yourself to gain a bigger perspective. You're leaning into that. And you're doing it very gracefully. We've got an eagle and we've got a swan here. And you're doing some kind of shadow work. And it's helping you to see the bigger picture, to understand this from a spiritual perspective. You know, the idea we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And so you're kind of, I can't think of the word, separating yourself a little bit from what's going on. And this is allowing you, it's like seeing, oh, okay, this is an opportunity for growth. This is happening for a reason, because I'm supposed to learn something from this. Sometimes that perspective shift is all you need to be able to handle whatever comes your way. We've got, it says the Page of Rainbows, slowing down. This came out in reverse. I don't normally read this deck in reverse, but I'm going to today. So in reverse, speeding up, not slowing down. And Three of Clouds in reverse, isolation. This guy, I don't know, you can kind of see it. Hold it back here. This guy is all frozen in ice, but he's crying hot tears. I always think of them as hot tears because there's color in these tears. Much like the rainbow. You're synthesizing an experience that has been difficult. You're integrating it, and in reverse, isolation, everything's melting, and you are, rather than keeping yourself to yourself, you know, maybe you have a tendency to to hermit yourself away in difficult situations. And this is all about, as you integrate, you're connecting with others. Others who are also experiencing what you're experiencing, the same thing, like me with my coworkers, or others who are also going through their own things or have been through their own things. And there's a thawing of, you know, it's like this storm, the storm is easing up. Storms come and go. You're there for a time, it's happening, it's around you, you're in it, but then things clear. The sun comes out again. Cloudy. With cloudy judgment here. Emotional storm and cloudy. I mean, there could be some actual weather that's going on around you too. We have storms where I'm at. It's spring here in the northern hemisphere, and so yeah, there's often weather, different kinds of weather. So this feels like you are moving. You are moving out of the difficult place that you've been in. You're finding your balance and your footing, and you're moving. This also really aligns with what's happening astrologically right now. And remember, my readings are timeless, but as I'm doing this, we've just come out of Mercury retrograde, and I don't even know what the date is today. Venus is going direct soon, like in the next day or two. And so when planets go direct, when they're not retrograde anymore, there's kind of this stop. Everything's been going, and then there's a stop, and then it starts going in the opposite direction, kind of like a train. It slows down to a stop, and then it has to start to pick up momentum again to go the other direction. And so that's what this feels like. And so there's this speeding up energy as you integrate, going in another direction, and the ice is thawing. You are coming together with people. You might be planning events, planning connections, time with friends, family, that kind of thing. So that's really good. So what do you want? What are you working towards? I'm going to look at the Radical Abundance deck. What is it that you want? I mean, certainly you want to get off this merry-go-round from hell, which you absolutely are in the process of doing. Maybe you've already done it. But long term, what is it that you want? Gratitude. Yeah. You want to spend time with the people that you care about. Nurture them, have them feel nurtured by them. It's that family vibe, your soul tribe. Soul tribe vibe. And feeling gratitude for those who are in your life, who are so supportive and awesome. Peace. The peace beaver. You want to be the peace beaver. This beaver's hanging out in the water. The water represents emotions. The water is calm. The emotions are calm. You want to get out of this emotional storm. You get out of it. No, that's not exactly right. It's like you want to be able to handle yourself in the difficulties and have your equilibrium despite what's going on. You ultimately are working toward a place where you can feel peaceful and sit very comfortably in those emotions. You're very good at doing that. I think that's the thing about Scorpio is, it's like when push comes to shove, Scorpio's like, all right, this is what's happening. Let's dive deep. Let's go to the underworld. Let's go into the darkness. As deep as we can go and embrace it. Because that's where transformation happens, and Scorpio is all about transformation. Yeah, so you're doing the work. You're diving deep. And positivity. See, I love this because gratitude, peace, and positivity, you're like, everything's going to work out. It's like the motto that I've had forever. It's going to work out because it always works out. It doesn't always work out the way we hope, plan, or expect, but it always works out. And being positive is, this positivity is like understanding that this too shall pass, that shit happens, but you don't have to let it take you down. And it's fine if you do if you do end up feeling, you know, all the emotional storm, the cloudy judgment, this is a part of being human as well. This is a part of the process, and you're embracing it all, and you're saying, okay, well, in the end, I'm going to get where I need to go. This rabbit is reading a book. You're like, let me focus, let me look at the flowers, let me read. I want to, you know, it's like gaining knowledge, or maybe you're just reading for fun. You're like, you understand that in order to get what you want, it's like you're taking this, you know, where your mind has been out of control and kind of leading you in places that you don't want to go. You're taking control through this integration. You're taking control of your mind, and you're like, okay, my mind is a tool. My mind is not meant to be the leader. And so you're turning this around through very deliberate, very deliberately focusing on what makes you happy, what you feel grateful for. Oh, and by the way, almost forgot, gratitude came out. I need to pick a card from the gratitude deck. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. One more shuffle. Gratitude is the memory of the heart. It's probably Jean Massieu. Gratitude is the memory of the heart. And, you know, I almost said that too, with this whole thing of you like taking control of your mind, and you're like, my mind is a tool, I'm going to use it. It's your heart. It's your heart that is, that kind of leads the way when you are in alignment. And through gratitude, peace, and positivity, you're able to bring that coherence to your heart, to your mind. It's like it's that integration again. So so where are things heading? I mean, kind of already looked at that. The potential outcome here. This is the Moonology deck. We've got your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. Oh, Taurus. Taurus is your opposite sign, right? I think so. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. We've got practical twice. This is taking... if I can articulate it, you're taking control. Like I said, you're taking control of your mind. You've been out of sorts, you know, emotionally, mentally, everything's just kind of all a swirl, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna make things better because I'm gonna work on me. And that's where everything originates from. This is the synthesis, and you're having integrity with how you show up, who you are, who you believe yourself to be, who you want to be. Yes, there is this spiritual connection, your spiritual connection combined with that practical part of yourself where you're taking the steps, you're turning things around with this steady process. You're like, okay, how do I make things work for me? Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Yeah, see, there's powerful change that is coming, that is happening. again, bringing us back to the integration. You're applying all the things that you've learned over your life, all these lessons, all these understandings. You backslid for a while, but you're like, okay, I'm going to take control. I'm taking control of my life, of myself, because you're the only one that can do that anyway. Powerful change. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. Yeah. And so you're giving of yourself. This is tied to this gratitude. You know that being in service and giving to others is kind of an antidote for the emotional storm and the cloudy judgment. It gets you out of your own kind of head and space. Now you're serving others. Now you being in service, it gives you a sense of peace, that sense of positivity, because you know it feels good to give, and you know you're helping others. And there's another word, but it's gone. It's fine. And it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. So you're taking action. There's huge change, and you're taking action toward what it is that you want, which ultimately is it's a peaceful existence. It's moving toward, I keep looking at this image, and there's two land masses, and in between them there's water. And it's like deciding, the positivity is like taking the middle road, or taking the middle path, the middle channel. Or, you know, stepping out of the water, even completely, taking another path to where you want to go. Whatever this is, you're taking positive action through having a plan, creating a practical plan. Just get one more. Just saw 32 on the timer. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Yeah, that's a part of this taking action, is you're talking to people, you are sharing your experience, you are coming out of this crazy Mercury retrograde energy and really working on how you communicate, who you communicate to, being in integrity with yourself and what you communicate. There's a communication thing. Use the word truth. And I'm not going to remember all the letters. I don't remember most of them, but I remember the first one is it true? Right? Whatever you speak about, you want to have integrity with how you speak. Look it up. It's truth. And you want to question before you speak. Question, what are you saying? Is it true? Is it I can't think of the other ones, but it's all, like, are you in integrity with what you're saying? So okay, let me finish with a chakra card. Heart chakra, Anahata. Yeah, see? Gratitude is the memory of the heart. And we've got the heart chakra. I love that. I don't even think I need my glasses. Self-love is the greatest gift of all. You are a unique expression of the divine. Know that you are connected to all that is. Let love... Oh, see, and I feel like that's very much what this integration is about. Let love, peace, and tranquility penetrate through your being into the world and watch as it is reflected back at you. You are love. And isn't that interesting too? Because, you know, we see the reflection of the beaver in the water. The peace, having that peace reflected back to you. You are love. Let love, peace, and tranquility penetrate through your being into the world. Yeah, see, you're becoming the conduit. The storm is clearing, and it's been another great opportunity, this situation, for you to come back to yourself, to apply those tools that you have already learned, that you have already gained. And there's more. There's always more. You may be picking up new things, new understandings, new tools, but ultimately you're like, that's what this synthesis is about. You're integrating all that you've learned, and it's elevating you. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.